If the Bears win tonight, the first question tomorrow will be, did Justin Fields change your mind?
See?
That'll be the first question. I'm telling you.
What am I talking about?
Did Justin Fields, did it change your mind? 2-5, has your opinion changed? 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, got the dub. The whole world wants to hear the answer to this question. Has Justin Fields changed your mind?
Now, I'm going to answer it. I'm going to say no. Like, no, right? But I was happy for the kid last night. I was happy for him. He looked good. He looked
great.
good. I mean, he missed. He looked good. He looked good. He missed some passes. I don't say great. He looked good.
You look good.
I will say this, though. The reason why it didn't change my opinion and my mind is just because you've had so many games to do this, right? And he showed me last year he had good moments. He's going to have some good moments now. He's going to have some passes here and there, a couple passes, have some runs. But then eventually, the servant size is that he's not that good of a quarterback.
But the whole game was a good moment, Shady. 4 quarters, 4 touchdowns, no picks.
So
Whole thing was
you
a good
gonna
moment.
you gonna let one game change your mind? Now, okay, so he's 6-24 as a starter.
Okay.
So now, real quick, we talk, well, not me, but y'all talk all this trash about Justin Herbert, right? Because he don't win playoff games.
Yes, sir.
And you want me to get hype over a quarterback that had a good moment that doesn't win regular games. I need to see more of that, more consistent. He had to be more consistent for me to give him that credit. What they should do is this. Here's what they should do. Let him go out there and be himself, because I think overall he's going to be who he is. Go out there and get Caleb Williams, right? Or trade him now. Because this is the highest.
And off of a performance like that.
This is the highest value he'll ever have. Think about this for a second. Now, put your GM hats on, cap on. Think about this. If you can trade him now, this game, next game, he's had 2 games that was kind of
yeah.
This one game was really good. The last game was some good moments. He'll never have this type of moment again. I don't see him having 3-4 good games.
Shady.
You think he had 3-4 good games in a row?
Shady, he got 8 touchdowns in the last 2 games.
Time out. You think that Justin Fields can have like 3-4?
I do. I think Justin Fields could play like this. But I've been debating.
And that's why you got to train. That's why you got to train this one, because his value's so high. I mean, because like in another 8 weeks, you'll be saying the same thing I've been saying. Time to get rid of him.
No. Is it my turn?
Go ahead.
He's skipping.
No. The answer to the question is no, because obviously me and Shady's opinion's been different, right? I debated with him on this show about how good I thought Justin Fields could be, and Justin Fields is, right? We argued that about, the whole Jalen Hurts situation. So this is what I've been wanting to see. This is what I've been saying Justin Fields can play like and be this type quarterback. This is what I've been saying. When you watched the game last night, you seen, or really the last 2 weeks, you seen Coach Luke Getsy say, you know what? What I've been doing is 0-10, 0-11, however many games. You know what I got to do? I got to just let this young fella go. I can no longer have him in the stroller and be trying to push him. I got to let him out and let him walk and let him go explore and see what's out there. I don't care how many germs is out there. All right? He has to go out there and he has to play. He's been opening up the playbook the last 2 games, and Justin Fields has looked phenomenal, right? You talk about 8 touchdowns, 1 pick, right? And if his coach kick a field goal, he probably got 2 wins to back that up. So he's looked phenomenal the last 2 weeks. Ball placement has been phenomenal. Every quarterback is going to miss some throws in a football game. No quarterback is going out there just going to make every single throw. But when you watch the game last night, you talk about ball placement. The old Justin Fields, a couple of those would have been picks. You missed that football inside on a couple of those hitches with DJ Moore, them to the crib. Even the very last one, if the ball placement is not high and outside, that's a bat down or a pick for the Washington Commanders. So the ball placement, we've seen the fade ball in the end zone that he threw to DJ Moore. The ball placement that he displayed last night lets you know that he can be that type quarterback. I don't know what's going to happen with the Bears, right? We had a topic yesterday, should the coach be fired? I don't know what's going to happen. But if the coach does get fired, I think whatever coach comes in, if he sees these last 2 games, it's like, ooh, okay, I could work with that. I could get this young fella right, and I could build my team around this quarterback.
No, my opinion of Justin Fields has not changed. That said, I'm very, very happy for Justin Fields and the Bears, really for the whole organization. That must feel really, really good, especially coming off of how things went last week. And for a moment there, it was looking like they was about to do the same thing, and they held it together. And a big part of that was Justin Fields did not turn the ball over. He did do that last game. In fact, he's had 5 fourth-quarter turnovers in the Bears' first 4 games.
No way.
Yes, way, Shady. That did happen. Along with the whole rest of the resume. A moment does not erase a resume. You've been doing all this bad stuff and show up with this big bouquet of flowers, I love the flowers to feel good right now.
I like that.
What about all this other stuff? Now I take these flowers, feel good, and then the next week you back to doing all the other stuff. You have to be consistent. And last week we keep holding up as this platter of consistency and something to build on, but there were turnovers in there, costly turnovers, correct? So I can't look at last week. Yeah, you put up numbers, but you also gave the game away, along with the defense. But you aided in that. You aided in that comeback. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Let the church say amen.
Hey.
Yes, he aided in that comeback. Okay. Well. He aided in the comeback. So this game was a clean game. It was a productive game. They held off the Commanders who were trying to come back. A complete game. I love it. Do it again, and then do it again. And for the next 2 weeks, they have those opportunities. They have 2 winnable games coming up. They should win the next 2 games. If they win the next 2 games, I will start backing off of the idea that the version of Justin Fields that we have seen for 2 years and 4 games is not who he really is. And this version of Justin Fields is the real Justin Fields.
I would say my opinion is changing. It has not changed, but it's changing because we're seeing an upwards trajectory. At first, the beginning of the season, Justin Fields wasn't doing good things positively and was turning the ball over. Then last 2 games ago, he did things positively, but still turned the ball over. Then last night, he did things positively and didn't turn the ball over. So if you're looking at the trajectory of Justin Fields just this season through 5 games, first couple games, no good and bad. 2 games ago, good and bad. Last game, just good. And so why my opinion is changing is because Justin Fields is still 24 years old, 6'2", 230 pounds, can run like a top 3 running back we've ever seen at the position, the top 3 quarterback that can run it we've ever seen at the position, and can throw. Like, he showed you the arm that he has when he's decisive, when he knows where he wants to put the ball placement, the accuracy, and he even showed us manipulation of defenders with that first touchdown looking off the safety. So why is my opinion changing? Because his performance is changing, 2-5. The play is changing. The statistics are changing. The dubs are changing. Last week was a close loss. I think they should have and could have won. This week they did win. The performance is changing. That's why I'm changing.
That was a powerful statement you said. You said that. How'd you say that? You said erase
I said a moment does not erase a resume.
A great moment can't erase a resume. I'm put that in my notes. I'm keeping that. My thing with Justin Fields is this. I think he is talented, right? I think he can run the ball extremely well. At times, he throws the ball well. But you're talking about 2 games, and that's scary. What's scary is that 2 games can change your mind. That's crazy. So if I had 2 games, bad, you gonna think I'm a bad guy? That's crazy for me to think that. We gotta see more of Justin Fields. As much as we keep talking about him, he's young, he's 24. The NFL don't wait for nobody. I don't know if you forgot that. They don't wait for nobody. We need results now, right? Your first year, cool, we get it. Learning. Second year, cool, we get it. Hey, Justin, we need to see what's going on.
Sure.
And you talking about 2 games. He's 6-24 as a starter?
Yeah.
That's a real stat.
But what about this?
So hold on. So if the season ends, right, and let's say he adds on another 2 wins, that's enough for you to go for the future with that?
Depends how he looks.
Here's my thought, 2-5, because right now, and it's crazy when I realized this morning. This was crazy.
Let's hear it.
Justin Fields is on pace for 41 touchdowns and 4,400 yards. Total, that is. 37 passing, 4 rushing, 3,800 passing yards, and 695 rushing yards. So he's on pace for 4,400 yards and 41 touchdowns. To me, that would be more than a moment.
Come on.
That would be a resume. Now, 4 wins would not be nearly enough. No. But I do recall, though, we had a body of work when Deshaun Watson went 4-12 with the Houston Texans, led the league in passing yards, and we were like, oh, okay, like we can overlook it. The difference is Deshaun obviously had gone to the playoffs, had a couple 10-6 seasons.
Yeah.
But if Justin Fields continues on this trajectory, 41 touchdowns, Joy, 4,400 yards, even if he has those 17 picks, which he also is on pace for, I don't know how you...
These are projections?
This is what he's on pace for, yeah.
Projections.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. I don't know how you could not be excited about that.
Oh, you should be excited.
Hope is a dangerous thing.
It is.
People build their whole lives on hope. I hope he stops acting like this. Yeah. I hope he get a job. Yeah. I hope she get out the streets. I hope he calms down. I hope he gets his temper together. Hope is a dangerous thing. You know who's probably sitting around thinking they wish they didn't build their dreams and futures on hopes? The New York Football Giants. They got sold on hope and wishing a dream. Daniel Jones.
Danny
9
Don.
games. Danny $180 million, $60 million, whatever they paying that man. He's making so much money this year. He's making $47 million.
Off of
Good
hope.
for you, Danny.
Off of hope.
Off hope. Don't do it. Don't do it now. Hope is beautiful.
It's tough.
Inspirational and it is dangerous.
It's tough though, man, because when you look at it with your own two eyes these last 2 weeks, because that's what we're going off of.
That's the only thing we can go off of. Say that. Only we can go off of.
That was the question.
Okay.
That was the question.
Okay.
I'm going off the question.
Okay.
When you go off these last 2 weeks, just the potential in the young fella. Like, even last night, forget the throws that he made. Justin Fields, the 3 throwaways that he had about to get sacked, throw the ball. Usually Justin Fields going to try to find a receiver out there somewhere and throw that thing up and it's going to get picked. Or he going to hold it too long and it's going to be a fumble, right? So just seeing these last 2 weeks, seeing the young fella grow in the offense and look like a franchise quarterback, like the quarterback that they drafted in the first round, I mean, you have to be excited. You have to be excited about it. The young fella has everything to be a quarterback in this National Football League. He's mobile. He can throw it, right? Linebackers, all that, you got to account for that in the run game. Like, he's going to be able to help everybody else around him. But I agree. The name of the game at the quarterback position is consistency, right? A receiver can go out here and he can have 2 solid games, have 100-some yards, and people going to pay him and say, ooh, we think he could be a number 1 for our team. You get paid. Same thing with a running back. A running back could go out there, have 2 good games, right? Somebody going to probably pay him in free agency. Quarterback, it's all about consistency. If he can keep this up and be consistent, I don't see no Caleb Williams.
I don't like when people play in my face. That is not something that I can get down with. Do what you say you're going to do. Do what you're here to do. I would love for Justin Fields to be the franchise quarterback. I'm excited for him. And I hate making it seem like I'm not excited about this really good win. But it has to be more than just this. And I don't count last week. Lots of people put up big numbers and still lose games, and turnovers matter. If they matter for everybody else, they got to matter for Justin Fields too, particularly fourth quarter turnovers, which is what he had in the last game. So I don't even count the Denver game. Y'all lost that game. This win, build on that. The next 2 games are the Vikings and the Raiders. Win those games.
So you saying 4 games to change your mind, not 2?
4 games will start to change my mind. 2, and I'm not counting 2. That's y'all 2. 1 game. They won this game. They didn't win that game, and they lost that game partly because of how he played. Right. A bunch of great numbers does not negate turnovers in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, it's 24 games. I guess we're not counting the other 24 losses.
I mean, yeah, that's...
That's just...
No, I am. Obviously, I give more grace for rookies. I know you don't judge rookie quarterbacks. I know, Joy, you wait till you see a little bit more. So I'm giving more grace for those
So we're
first...
going to take the rookie out?
I'm just quantifying it. I'm quantifying it, right? Like, so I'm thinking about last year, it wasn't great, but he did show flashes. This year, he's shown more flashes. But to me, it's those flashes are like, this is who he's capable of being.
Capable of being and who you are.
Two different things.
All of us are capable of greatness. Very few of us will actually end up being great. Why? Because flashes is not who you are. I could run real fast and beat you over there 1 time, right? Probably not, but like maybe I do, right? The other 9 times you're going to beat me because you're faster and stronger and bigger. That's the difference. I want Justin Fields to be great. I want this to be who Justin is. But in order for anyone to believe that that's truly who he is, he's got to do it.
And I thought I taught you a lesson about this.
Come on, Just.
Stop just jumping as soon as you see something, right? For example, y'all just paraded about how the Miami Dolphins is the greatest team ever. Oh my God! And then soon they lost. Y'all jumped on the Bills. We gotta stop doing that. We gotta let's just see a lot of it before we just love it.
Week to week, we are answering the questions week to week.
It's not week to week.
You keep going back in the past.
You got to embrace
Body work.
Body of work. That's real life. I can have a good game. Oh, I can get anybody can tackle me 1 good game. I had a bad game. I'm not that good? No, you got to see the body of work. You just going to he's 6-24. That don't matter because he had 2 good games?
They have 2 games at home coming up. They have Minnesota and the Raiders coming up. They should win both those games.
Agreed.
Or at least Justin Fields should have the similar performance and don't turn the ball over.
I got a question.
But you know what? Y'all going to be back. Y'all going to be back on my side. After not like you said the Raiders who?
Minnesota and then the Raiders at home, both at home.
So the Raiders game, they'll be back on my side.
Right, I got a question for you, though. She said 3 games, she'll start thinking about it. He continues it. How many more games does he have to play like this for you to kind of be like, okay, Justin Fields, he might be that dude? For you to not think about the 6-24 and what happened in the past.
I'm gonna say this. At the end of the season, I will look at it and I will see what type of numbers he has, how he plays, stuff like that. Because I remember a time where when Zeke Elliott came in the league, right? Soon he came in, they was like, oh, he's the top 5. I'm like, top 5? Us dudes putting this real work in and he ain't top 5. He's top 5 already? No, you gotta earn that. So for me, with Justin Fields, he gotta earn that for me. I've seen so much bad on tape. For you to have one good game and a half, can you say that? That can't change my mind.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.